Hi everyone. So I just wanted to give you a little update on this sweet little boo-boo snuggle baby that I got the other day. I still don't know um, her artist's name or the name of the sculpt. I'm going to be posting her on the Silicone group to see if anyone can help me out on that, just in case it's a known artist. But I have figured out that this is a EcoFlex 10 blend. It was just patched up so much that it stiffened the silicone where the mends were. And what happened after a closer look at the head, besides my unboxing video, it appears that well, one, you can see that the head was misshapen during the original pour anyway. But what was happening is that, let me see if I can focus here. What was happening is that this doll was rooted because there's actually some strands of hair that is embedded underneath the silicone. I'm not sure if you guys can see any of that or not. So it looks like someone took out the hair and then tried to repair all of the needle marks in the head. Oh, I just can't get it to focus here. And then repaired it with another type of silicone, maybe a different blend, or just trying to fix it, and just wasn't going on very smoothly because it was hand applied instead of going into mold. And that's why this is so bumpy. And I really compare it to a calloused heel of a foot. It really does feel like that. It's crazy. And then whoever was fixing it, I don't know if it was the artist or someone else, was just trying to mend it and fix it with man, this won't focus, with this silicone material here and painting just to try and touch that up. But if you can see in the light here, I'm not sure if I can get my lamp aim down here a little bit more. Can't. Yeah, no. But anyway, so you can see like the little, like, it looks like a bubble, but it's actually not a bubble. It's a filled in like hole in the head to try and fix that shape, and that's all over. And you can see here on the ear, there's a repair here, and the repair on the ear, see that little part right here? It's kind of really stiff right there. Yeah. That's the same. It kind of feels like Silpoxy, but Silpoxy even is a little bit more stiff than that. But they use some type of mend here that feels completely different than the actual silicone. And that's what the head feels like. Like there's a whole bunch of that stiff mending material. But anyway, so, but it is an EcoFlex 10. My brain is shutting down. So it is an EcoFlex 10, because you are going to get a little bit of that slow reaction. I know that I'm trying to get you on the nose. See how it doesn't, like, it takes just a little bit of rise time. And I'm not talking about the nostrils. Like if you focus right in the center of the nose, for it to come back up to place, it kind of springs just a little bit slower. If you do it in just a little bit, you see this little bit of a delayed reaction time. So that's a silicone like EcoFlex 10 feature there with a mix of 10 and either something else or just 10 itself. But it's so hard to tell 100% because of all of this patchwork. So I just kind of test that on the cheeks and on the nose, where those are the only fairly smooth places on the silicone. Even the cheeks were patched. If you can, there we go. There you can see that this is all really rough and like calloused. I mean, the best way I can describe it. Feeling here, but like right here by the lips, I mean, that feels pretty normal. The nose feels really, really normal. So that little delay is telling me that that's that EcoFlex 10, because that is not a 20 feature. And I do have EcoFlex 10 babies, and I have 20 and 30. And just comparing all of them together, trying to figure this little person out here, I've concluded that it's definitely a 10 mix of some sort. Just hard to tell because of all of the little blemishes. But I did end up fixing her body and reweighting it. I didn't change the center, so you can still see how you can see some poly pellets in there. But there are glass beads in the center as well. But I did like the weight of her actual center body, and I'm not sure, like if I pick up, like you can almost see that weight. But her arms and her legs just had poly pellets in it, and they were pretty cheap poly pellets. They weren't like the Victory pellets, which are the ones that I really like. They're just like that raw edge plastic kind, and there wasn't enough weight in the arms and legs, so I changed it out with very fine glass beads that I put in stocking pouches. I'll go ahead and show you the grade here of the fine glass that I use. I'll just kind of sprinkle it in here. So and it's very, very, very fine. Almost looks like a sand, but it is not sand. They are tiny little glass beads. There you go. Very, very thin. I always wear like eye protection and a mask when using those to stuff, just because it's so dangerous if you get that in your eye or breathe them in or inhale, so just try to be safe when doing that. But anyway, so that's what I used to weight in the arms, and you can see that weight. And then I restitched her joints. I add the sand, not sand, they're glass beads. I add the glass bead weight to here. From here to here is polyfill, and then I do another glass bead pouch up here for arm fat. I do the same thing with the legs, so they are very nice and thick now, and also smooth. So notice you don't see how you see these bumps and stuff from the poly pellets. It's also because they're not put in a bag. Like if they're put in a stocking, you wouldn't see that bumpy, pimply looking stuff. But because I use very fine beads, you don't have that. The doll stays really nice and smooth. So I put in the boot, in the foot area, I do the glass beads. This knee area, I do the polyfill, and then I do the fat pouch up here again with the glass beads, and I do that on both sides. Now, this body is a ReggieDolls body, and you can shop herd bodies on Etsy. And whenever I first got it, if you remember from my unboxing video, whoever put this body together did not sew the arms and legs together. They just hot glued them. So after I restuffed the arms, I did do the ladder stitch to close out the doll body instead of it being glued I did that so you can just see all of that area. This one got a little sloppy because I had to cut some of the material where the glue ruined and hardened the fabric, so that like got a little bit weird. There was also just a little tiny tear up here in the body that I fixed as well. Whenever you do order the Reggie bodies, you usually get a little bobbin of matching thread from her bodies. Now, since I did not order this body directly from Reggie, it just came automatically on the baby, I had to just use my own thread that came close color with the body. But if you get her body, she usually sends you a little stitching bobbin that has material so you can sew those together. You can also buy her bodies already put together that she already stuffs and weights for you. They're just more expensive. And I kind of like creating the doll myself because then it makes me feel more like part of that I'm bringing the doll to life myself too, that I had something to do with the process. But yeah, so that is what I've discovered and changed so much on this little baby. And if I do happen to find out who her artist is, because she is such a cute little sculpt. I mean, I don't know if it is a girl or a boy sculpt. I'm going to make it into a little girl. But I'll put that information in the description section of the video. So if you guys are interested in trying to find one, you guys can. All right. Thanks, guys.